public comment now.
We have a few.
We have a few, okay.
Okay, so again, 3-minute time limit, so not a whole lot. We'll start with Camille Katz, please. Welcome.
Hi, hello everybody, and it's summertime, thank goodness. So, the first thing I wanted to say, I'm Camille, I'm a parent here in Paso, I'm a taxpayer, and it doesn't matter if you've lived in Paso for a week or if you've lived in Paso for generations. This is your home. Paso Robles is your home. I just want to let everybody know that we have had some incredible events over the last couple weeks. I know that I come here to criticize sometimes, but here's the thing. I get to see everybody applauding of you, and I get to see all the pats on the back, and I can agree with all of that. I think it's fantastic. This district does have a lot to offer, especially the teachers that I've worked with that have helped me, the counselors that have helped me. It's fantastic. They're all amazing people. However, it would be really bad if I just went along with all the good that our district had to offer and was okay also with the bad that everyone tries to sweep under the rugs. I have been privy to many racist and homophobic things that have happened to our students over the last few years. Many of those incidents you guys try to sweep under the rug, and it's very sad because I later find out, and then they'll come to light, and then I'll see, you know, Kurt will address them, or, you know, it'll become public. The sad part to me, I understand you can't address every racist and homophobic thing that happens in this school district. However, I think it's important that you guys, because you guys are the only ones that know, look at why. Why does this keep happening? And it's because you're trying to play middle ground between hate and just letting people be who they are. We had a Juneteenth, excuse me. We had a Juneteenth event here in Paso. It was amazing. I helped with that. I saw students of all colors being proud of who they are and whatever nationality they were, and it was a beautiful event. Many students were there, happy and just dancing, and it was fantastic. And then I also helped plan the first Paso Pride event last Friday, and we had a drag queen reading to kids. It was great. It was wholesome. It was beautiful. We served a large community, rainbow sherbet floats. I met a couple trans kids that are in our district, and they got to tell me some stories, some good, some bad. You know, the point is our community is diverse. Our community is growing. Our community is opening its mind to differences, and that is being reflected in our students. Our students are becoming more and more progressive, less conservative. Our community is becoming more open-minded, more accepting of different types of love and different types of people and how they look and how they are. And I just want to congratulate Paso Robles on these last couple weeks and our community and how beautiful both the Juneteenth and our Gay Pride event were. That's what I wanted to say. So thank you.
Thank you. Next person.
So next person, we have Dale Guston.
Dale Guston. I went to Long Beach Poly High School. We had no race problems, and in fact, that high school has won many awards, including placing more football players on the NFL than any other. In '56, we had a racially mixed basketball team that won the state championship. Now, in defense of Paso Robles, I got to tell you about an article done by Berkeley College, and it did a study of the entire United States, and they figured out there was only 2 areas that were fully integrated. One was Boulder, Colorado, and the other was San Luis Obispo, Paso Robles. And I think we are integrated. I'm not saying there aren't some bad people in any community. We can look at the police log and see that. And some of those things are maybe racially motivated, but I've never seen it in my life since being here since '79. Kenny Parrish was a friend of mine. He was the first black councilman. And Maria, on the council now, is the first female Hispanic on our city council. I think we're doing pretty great on those areas. Thank you.
Hi, folks.
Welcome.
My name is Randall Jordan, a resident of San Miguel. I've had 4 kids go through this system. My 2 oldest sons graduated from Paso High, so we've been here a long time. I served on the Pleasant Valley School Board back in the 80s, so I know what it is that you're doing, and I commend you for putting in the time. I was hoping that young lady wouldn't have left so quick. Calling a drag queen wholesome, I don't agree with that at all. And I think that this board, I won't say the board, but I think this school curriculum and the way that we're heading is very dangerous waters, very dangerous waters. I want to point out something that had come to my attention, Regulation 5145-.3, non-discrimination and harassment policy that had the first reading back on 11/10/2020. It starts out really good. First couple of pages are great, and everything that they say here is good. No one should be bullied. No one should be harassed. No one should be belittled, and it basically does a good job of that. But then you get to the second page, and it says, one of the parts says, annually notify all students and parents, guardians of the district, non-discrimination policy, including its responsibility to provide a safe, non-discriminatory school environment for all students. It doesn't stop there. It says for all students, including transgender and gender non-conforming students. Why is that in there? Isn't all students all students? I mean, why aren't we putting Christian students? Why aren't we putting students of Muslim faith? Or why aren't we putting students of... there's no reason for it. And then it basically goes from there, and I highlighted some areas. The second page, I have another highlight. By the time it gets to the 4th or 5th page, all this thing talks about is the transgender, gender identity, and all of their rights that they should have in this school and basically in this district. They should have the same rights that my kids had when they went here. They should have the same rights that my grandkids who also go to this school should have, but no more and no less. And they're being singled out as getting special treatment. And that special treatment equates to, it finally gets into it where the parents are not to be notified if the student does not want the parents to be notified. That the school will offer psychologists, will offer different folks that can tutor, not tutor, but that basically can mentor them, and they can decide whether they want to let their parents know. We're talking about 13, 14-year-old kids.
Randall, can you wrap up your remarks, please?
Okay. So I think that we need to look at this real seriously. This is very dangerous, and I know it came back for a second reading, and it was actually tabled. It needs to be brought out in the open, and this needs to be dealt with. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Peter Byrne.
Members of the board. I wasn't going to speak, but after that lady spoke about making conservatives the same as people that hate LGBTQ, I don't buy that at all. I have worked all over this world. I have worked for a fairly long time, anywhere from UCSB to New Zealand to England. I have never seen systemic hatred for transgenders or LGBTQ people. I think that's political, and it's a total crock. And to make people say that, well, these conservatives she was talking about us. I don't care what color anybody is. I don't care what religion they are. I don't care if they're LGBTQ, lesbian, gay, whatever. Makes no difference whatsoever to me. I care about who they are, period. And this agenda that's going on now nationwide is, all this is doing is indoctrinating students. There's no reason to have this huge movement about LGBTQ rights. It's this BS. And it's really got to stop. You're creating division. This is a political movement. And they're trying to create, certain people are trying to create division amongst everybody else in this country. And I don't know why people can't see that, and I don't know why they can't wake up. But you have real problems, and I think the schools should probably address that. I guess that's it. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.